Hey everybody, CVH here, and in today's video I have some Control Mage gameplay for you guys. And this is a pretty fun deck that I've been playing recently a bit on stream, actually to a really good win rate, 80% from around Legend 30 or so to the top 10. Just a pretty standard Control Mage deck, and as you would expect, the games with this deck take forever. So despite the length of this video that I'm sure you're looking at and saying, I don't know if I'll be able to get through this is only 2 highlighted games. I wanted to highlight a couple games that showed off what the deck is capable of, and as it turns out, those games tend to take a while with this particular strategy. But unlike a traditional Control Mage deck, I'll talk about this a little bit more in depth because this one is focusing on stealing the opponent's cards. I might do a write-up on this deck or something. I don't want to talk too long about it because there are just too many interesting card choices to really get into and too many card counts. I will say first and foremost, execute not 100% necessary, could be something else. Basically, we're going to be taking our opponent's cards with the Thieves Guild Shadowfoot, Riften Pickpocket, and probably the most important one is Arrest. Pickpocket just gives you some flexibility in those control versus control games. Shadowfoot's just all around fine, can also fight for the board early. First of all, you can use Arrest just to remove something from your opponent's side of the board if it's threatening to kill you, but you can also take advantage of the effects yourself, maybe with Dark Rebirth, resummoning the card, maybe getting a last gasp value out of it, or just Dress Renegade unshackling it. This isn't really the whole point of Dress Renegade. It also doubles as good defense, but that is one way to get value out of the Arrest, and the late game of this deck is just kind of crazy. It's hard to actually tell what the late game is depending on the matchup because a lot of it depends on what cards you're able to take from your opponent, which will entirely depend on your opponent's deck. Certain things become higher steal targets in certain matchups. For example, you'd execute a Tower Alchemist against support Control Mage. A lot of the other cards in this deck, like Thieves Guild Shadowfoot, Pickpocket, Arrest, they function the same way. You have to find which are the good targets for those cards depending on the matchup. And we have the typical removal you'd see in Control Mage, the Manticoras, the Dawn's Rats. We have Laneth to search for things from Clockwork City. Mechanar, which has performed very well, also steals cards. Should have mentioned this, but it removes the card you're stitching from the top of your opponent's deck. You can Mechanar Dark Rebirth. I found that to be incredibly powerful against other control decks. Marak obviously steals cards, and we have the Journey to Sovngarde, which really puts this deck over the top in the super late game. So hopefully you guys enjoy some gameplay with this deck. Hopefully you guys get the general idea of it, and if you're looking for a fun Control Mage deck, I definitely recommend this one. I'm not so sure how this deck stacks up in power level against the support-centric versions of Control Mage. I know those are very good as well, but this is definitely a fun option, and I encourage you to give it a shot if you're looking for something a bit different on the ladder. And as always, if you enjoy the video and the games, feel free to leave a like and stay subscribed for more Legends videos. Follow my stream in the description, and I'll see you next time.
Welcome, friend. May you walk on warm sands.
I don't know which I prefer. If I don't have a deck list on the screen, everyone constantly asks where the deck list is. But if I do have a deck list on the screen, everyone constantly asks about like very tiny card choices.
By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
What do I replace Dress Renegade with? Is Arrest good? So many different questions. Okay.
So many purses, so little time.
It used to work, now it doesn't. If it worked, I'd probably use it. I think it's something to do with the game, though. I can't really blame the developers of the tracker because, like, I'm sure the Patreon pages for the other Gwent trackers are much more supported, so I can't really blame them, but maybe it's something to do with Gwent, or maybe it's something to do with the player base. Either way, their trackers are way better. I do use those trackers. Or one of them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's Gwent up. And you didn't ask this, but I do use the, it's like you go into like settings. It is important to kind of know where your deck is currently sitting.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the 50 Raiders. Tracker's easier on the eyes. Yeah, a lot of people say that. Gwent up seemed like I accidentally like restarted Gwent up once, and I had to reinstate the low key sort of looks for it. But I can understand what you mean though. I guess I could just go for bolts. Can't find a good reason to play Harpy though. There's no way 50 Gravelwoods is beating 50 Lightning Bolts though. Wait, maybe it does.
I will protect the hiss.
Nah, it's slower. It doesn't. Interesting questions though. I think. It's gonna jab it. Save Harpy for something a little bit better. 50 Harpies is best? Huh, that'd be interesting. It's also interesting.
Your reckoning is at hand.
Ooh, that's an interesting arrest target. I know I said like 4 different things was interesting, but that is an interesting arrest target. I think I will preemptively firebolt this. I'm pretty sure that trade happens next turn, even though it's not exactly the most favorable. It'll have to work. Like, you don't get to play, I guess. Hopefully the Vitalities can get you, like, you could draw that, I guess. The other deck don't really have that risk.
I will protect the hiss.
By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
Dude, Manticora slays, by the way. That's gonna be sick. It's gonna be a 9/9, or whatever it is, an 8/8, sorry. I mixed up Lucian and Lucian and Hunting Spirits buffs there for a minute. But does 50 cut purses beat 50 raiders? Because as soon as you just get 5 raiders in your hand, like, you win. Right? If you can get your opponent to 26, then you get 5 raiders, and like, you just go off with 1 attack. And they get like a billion cut purses, but none of them do anything to stop the raiders proccing. Oh, this is gonna be juicy. I couldn't tell if it was control or mid-range. And honestly, like, that is still a point of some contention here. I just do not know. Is there anything better? He does get a tome, but whatever. I'm not taking it right now. Oh yeah. Nice. The Black Hand speaks. Did not know that was the name of that effect until just now. Yeah, like, that's a card that just says control to me, but like, we haven't seen any late game, and he has attacked me for 2 runes so far. And also did not get his tome, even though he had 7 floating magicka. "50 Protectors of the Innocent beats Raiders?" It might. It might. Is there any way to see how many cards are in your hand without counting, like you can with your opponent? Wait, it doesn't tell you how many cards your opponent has in their hand without counting? Oh, I guess it does. I mean, like, I'm surprised so many people are bothered by that. Like, it's like I just have 4 cards in my hand. It's just a fact. But no, there's not. But wouldn't, like, this is kind of as, this is as much, if not more effort as just counting the cards in my opponent's hand.
I hate this.
I'm not sure, Inez. Probably not.
Damn uncomfortable.
I doubt it. Especially not if they get the ring. Definitely not then. I'm probably just going to Dawn's Wrath.
So many purses, so little time.
I'm greedy. I want my tome. I'm not... Yeah, tome first? I can't tome first. Everything has cover. I'm really surprised he didn't get the tome earlier for free. Rip tome.
Gotcha. Oh.
Majid is having a good night.
Let none defile our temple.
I honestly don't know if playing that straight there. Like, if I play it and then he still plays something large, I probably still have to Dawn's Wrath and I just lose a 3-3 for free, but nah, it's just 3-3. Just gonna hope we draw up our actual value cards before he goes nuts with Schemers. I could lose this still. I also don't know what late game he's playing, but I assume there's something. Something that costs more than Emmerich in the deck. That's not it, fortunately. I'm gonna have to hold the arrest for something better. On phone, it would just be... I assume it's... I've heard nothing really positive about playing on phones. The optimization, or just period.
By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
I think I'm just gonna pass here and not play Harpy, see if he commits any more to that lane and actually gives me a Dawn's Wrath.
Gotcha.
Why didn't you put Odoving in your deck? Because I don't think Odoving is important as the other 50 cards I'm currently playing. For the easy answer.
So many purses, so little time.
That is pretty great.
Nice try. Care to go again?
Like, it's a decent rebirth target, but it's not the best rebirth target. I'm gonna say him attacking me for another 3 is okay here. We haven't seen really any burn. One lightning bolt, but that's fine. Gives me another card. It's like a late game powerful threat, but we have better ways to do that with Journey and Mechanar and reusing them. And it's a powerful board clear, but we have better ways to do that because we're playing triple Ice Storm and triple Dawn's Wrath, which come down on very critical turns against aggro and midrange. And, I mean, you never win a game because you had Odoving against aggro, right? You win a game because you had something that I just mentioned against aggro, and then later you had Odoving to close. If the only board clear you ever draw is Odoving, you're probably not winning that game, because you're probably not surviving to play it. I really don't want a Dawn's Wrath. Just gonna get a large Hive Defender.
Gotcha.
Or larger Hive Defender, I guess. No, I wouldn't play Control Mage without Dawn's Wrath. I mean, you could not play 3. I think 3 is good right now, but you probably should at least play 2 of them. I think it would actually drastically affect the win rate somewhat. Bleh. As much as I really want to get value from these, I'm gonna do it.
By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
It's a little crazy. And it's kind of greedy to wait on the journey too, but I'm doing it anyway. Trade in Harpy, Daggerfall trades in, gets +2/+2. I get a Tome. My Dawn's Wrath if he played something else, which he did not. I could make the case to do it now. I have 26 in my deck. I didn't draw anything like... I didn't draw the late game yet.
Holding on to anything interesting?
Guess I'll spread the buffs around.
I'll keep a lookout.
I will keep Sotha-Sil's people alive.
Yeah, I don't think... See, I think there's a difference between... And I don't think this is a difference that the people saying these things even realize. But there's a really big difference between a card being good and a card being good enough. And Worm King's Agent is not optimal in midrange. But some people might say that it is good because they play it and it's like not that bad, so it is good enough. And that's fine for a lot of people, I suppose. I don't know, not good enough for me. I don't want to play Encano on that because I give him a card, and I haven't attacked him at all. It's been all these damn Shadow Feet. He's not charging, so I'm just going to double guard in the Shadow lane. I'd play Bringer over it. I'd play virtually every other 7. I play Swamp Leviathan over it. No, I wouldn't. I lied. I wouldn't play Swamp Leviathan over it.
Repel the Outlanders.
Oh my goodness. Efotech coming in with another sub gift, this time to TetraGamer26. Welcome to the Polka Pack, TetraGamer. Gamer, of course. Let's throw some love in the chat.
Child's play.
Sheol take
Your reckoning
Should have
is
just
at
let me
hand.
pick your pocket.
What's he gonna do? I do not know. As with every other new subscriber, feel free to head over to the subscriber Discord
Care to go again?
and utilize all these wonderful 19 emotes you've unlocked. Appreciate that very kind support. Hopefully you're having a wonderful Tuesday. We haven't really done anything too impressive this game, as far as our late game is concerned. I mean, the 7-6 Harpy's cool.
I have many important things on my mind.
He drew the Encano that we copied, but mine is premium.
It has been my honor. It has been an engaging hunt.
My Lucian basically lost in the game. It was a pretty cool Lucian, yeah. I agree. So there is a way to bypass... No, there is not. Sorry. It doesn't matter. Is there a way to bypass? I don't think there's a way to bypass. No. Yes. No. I don't know. It doesn't matter. No one prophecy is any good here, right? What's he gonna do? I also have 9 more damage commands. I was trying to figure out a way to like get Encano or the Breakthrough Bolt to deal exactly like 3, get him to 6. Yeah. Everything has 1 health or 5. Best way to get value from Control Sorcerer's Crafter. Oh yeah, Skyrim meta. Nara spends too much time on Reddit. Narazuri is like one of the only people whose comments I read on Reddit and actually upvote them. Because most people who actually know what they're talking about have left the Tesla Reddit long ago. I'm gonna ring it out. I don't really have anything else to do. I want to know what kind of deck it is.
Versus so little time.
It tells me nothing. Eh.
If we die together.
So many verses, so little time.
We'll take a few of them with us.
They'll move along if they don't want trouble.
There's a plan. There's always a plan.
Khajiit is having a good night.
Let none defile our temple.
Huh. So far every card he's played has said, well, it gains life in some ways, my point. Weird.
Careful there, friend.
You won't foil my plan.
How often do you mistake a deck for another type because people are playing weird cards? I mean, after I see this, it's kind of hard to just know what it is. I sort of gave up.
We die together.
He's always getting those off. I can actually get him down a little bit from 35, but I have to answer the board first.
Your blood will spill!
I don't want to jab a 4/4.
They'll move along if they don't.
If I go face, he trades there and there, and then I still have to trade this evenly into the 4/4, and that's still alive. So this looks pretty bad, but I don't think it's worse. Some life gain quest. Could very well be a thing.
Take a few of them with us.
He'll play into it. The only downside of this is if he has another black worm or something like that, it happens, but
We'll take a
I
few
believe
of
in my
them
ability to
with
get
us.
better than a 2-for-1 off the storm. It's gotta be a quest deck, right? Like, it's just javelins, black worms, and everything that gains life.
There's a plan. There's always a plan.
Well, he didn't exactly play into it. But he didn't exactly not play into it either.
You won't spoil my
Now
plan.
you've made me mad.
No.
They'll move along if they don't want trouble.
Ah, shit, it's alive. Alright. Didn't realize I was still alive. It was all planned. Oh, I want a rest. Give me a rest. Give me a rest. Come on. One time. Oh. That's a spicy meatball. Oh yeah. Guess I'm doing next turn too. I'm gonna get the other skeletal dragon too. It's gonna be amazing. Oh no. Bummer. Never lucky. Couldn't have cycled skeletal dragons indefinitely. I'll steal the next undying dragon. Like, Ice Storm pretty much sucks against this, right? Even made his pleb card premium. He teach me the top decking skills. Well, you just hope for the exact right top deck, and like 3 out of 30 times it happens. Or however many it was. 3 out of 34 at that point, I guess. Something like that.
So many purses, so little time.
May the ancestors bless us.
Excuse me. Oh, I guess I could play Barrow Stalker in the right. Or even the left. I should have played it. Sorry, I don't know, I did. It's fine. I'll play it next turn. Then we'll have missed 2 drain. Oh my god. So is he like a quest or a title deck? Because I'll let him get his title if that's really that important. But he's actively gonna kill me before I get the title. Before he gets the title. Yeah, no.
I smell the stench of the living.
You cannot hope to outrun destiny.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
I don't have enough magicka to go. I could have rest Dark Rebirth that, Marok the Marok, and then Dark Rebirth the next turn. I'm just gonna do this. It's fine.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
Why a quest deck in ranked? Dude.
Let
Ranks
none
have never
defile
meaned
our temple.
anything. God, ranks are about as absurd to care about as my grammar.
There's always a way, and I can always find it.
Maybe Mechanar's better for starters. Like, I'll find Journey eventually. Yeah, Mechanar Rebirth is insane. It's just insane. Just insane. Simply insane. Still gonna try to use this to gain some more life. I think we can get a solid amount of life out of this thing still.
3. Feel my power. I'll keep a lookout. I shall end their blasphemy!
Man. It's not even good.
You cannot hope to outrun destiny.
I just don't want to take any more damage. Ugh. Oh, the Steam form? Oh, did people, like, I mean, there's always threads like, oh, this game would be fun if it weren't rigged for me to do badly and everyone else to do well. Like, that's just the most ridiculous thing.
Behold my creation. The
I've seen those
perfect
before.
life form.
I'm not getting a hit on life anytime soon, so I'll take Large Hive Defender. See what we get now.
Behold my creation. The perfect life form.
This time I'll get the life gain.
Yo, pursue.
Wait, what did he get? Oh, Maroc.
Let none defile our temple.
Witness my genius.
Wish there were different Abomination arts. Seeing the same art over and over is boring. Yeah, I mean, most games you probably don't play more than one Abomination, though, so I kinda get it.
You cannot hope to outrun destiny.
It's kind of a rare case. Marocking my Maroc. Well, I will arrest his Maroc. Because I can. Actually, it's probably not right. I should probably just Javelin it.
I shall end their blasphemy!
Because if he's playing Parther next, I might need to get that one.
By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
How old are you? I am 24. Storm. We could probably just fatigue him if we wanted. I mean, we'll get the Journey eventually. Maybe he's playing Journey too, though. I don't want to risk it. We're so far ahead on board, though. Just clogging up your hands. Now, whatever this is, it's gonna get arrested, I guess. It's just gonna be a 10-10. That's annoying. If I attack and ever steal an Undying Dragon, I won't be able to attack with that one. RIP.
You cannot hope to outrun destiny.
Playing around the Dawn's Wrath, but not playing around this.
I shall end their blasphemy! I shall end their blasphemy!
And that was all the Soul Tears. Oh, I shouldn't have used that there. I should have just Dawn's Wrath at one. Because I'm like not getting better Dawn's Wrath value. Well, I guess I would have to use the other one here anyway, right? Because I can't take 10. Yeah. I'm just worried about Parther next. Well, We just have to hope that that's good enough.
I've got you covered.
Oh, I didn't realize there was another one down there, or another one in the deck. So many have been played. That's gonna be really annoying, the Dawn's Wrath, but I gotta do it. Everything is actually too large, and there are 2 Maroks down there. This is a problem. Daggerfall, Ice Storm, Firebolt.
By the 8th, they will meet their maker.
I guess the tome isn't too important here. Well, that's shackled indefinitely, and if he steals that, it's not a big deal. God, these are so many good skeletal dragons. We'll play the Marok in the other lane every time, right? No matter which lane that is. "10/10 Manticore and Giant Marok. Probably should not play that. This is smaller than the Manticore and the Marok. Will this bait him into stealing it? I don't think so. I think he's just gonna play Manticore.
I smell the stench of the living.
Actually not a good card. Good. I can play this, go up to 13, he'll steal it, hit me down to 2, or 3, excuse me. What? If I don't play this, I have to play this. If I play this, he always Maroks it, but he always plays the Marok in the right lane. Which means I will be able to clear everything except for the Marok itself. Or I just play Dawn's Wrath Execute, and he plays Marok next turn anyway because it's huge, and he's going to try to kill me. Which is a legitimate thing he can do, right? It's big enough to kill me, I think. Wait, is it not? Oh, it might only have 9 attack, actually. I'm gonna go for this. And if he plays Marok and then I play the Knight of the Hour, I think I can easily win.
Let none defile our temple.
Yeah, I'm okay with him being greedy. Wait, no, I want them in the same lane, right? Because then he'll play Marok in the other lane, and whichever one I still have can attack the other one, and they trade evenly.
I'll keep a lookout.
And then I respond with this in the Marok lane.
You cannot hope to outrun destiny.
Let none defile our temple.
Friend.
I've got you covered.
Steal from folks who ain't using it. That's the key.
Shit.
So many purses, so little time.
Oh, thank you, game.
I shall end their blasphemy.
That just needed to happen.
Don't miss.
Khajiit is having a good night.
Your blood will spill! Your blood will spill!
I could have just tried to go for it, I guess. One prophecy and I lose the game. But he's at 26 here, so a Knight of the Hour top deck and he doesn't just win. It'll still be a 5-5.
Holding on to anything interesting?
When I start attacking, which of these is going to be more important?
Your blood will spill!
I know I can go face and kill it, but that's lame. I was trying to see if I could use Falkreath somehow.
I'll keep a lookout.
Honestly, playing this turn might be better. I kind of have to.
No matter what.
Yeah, if I don't do that, there's too many things that he could just plop down over there and kill me with next turn.
We'll hold, no matter what.
Uh-oh. Incoming Immolating Blast? Man, I do have 35 points of damage or something. I'm not also dead on board, so I mean, if I did want to wait and just have him not draw removal, that'd be okay, but I lose a lot of my damage if he goes for a defensive play. He just trades with these two, so I think I have to go for it this turn. 8, 17, 24, 31, 35. And the jabs are almost gone. Oh, they're actually all gone now. Nice. So all the jabs are gone. Who knows what else there is. Blah.
Should've just let me pick your pocket.
Don't make me laugh.
779.
Khajiit
hope.
is having a good night.